But grifters, they go on top of that and they weaponize the emotions of a lot of these lost sheep in the black community, and they weaponize it to build their grift, to build their pyramid scheme. So, when you really look at just the affinity scams, like affinity scams are definitely a thing. And when it comes to most of these charlatans on, the interwebs, they use black identity because there's not necessarily as developed of African-centered institutions in black institutions, especially within the Western world. There's a large void opened up for grifters to try to sell what they promote as true when in actuality it's false. Hidden Colors is an example of this. Like, looking at the politics of, the individual and individuals behind Hidden Colors, I wouldn't necessarily say that you should be listening to them, these fecal brain dissimulationists, when it comes to this immigration issue, because they bastardized Neely Fuller. They bastardized Francis Cress Welsing. They bastardized, Carter G. Woodson. They bastardized John Henry Clark. They even bastardized, Malcolm X. They bastardized Martin Luther King while claiming to come in the name of these great leaders. They are scammers. They are frauds. This is what they do. They bastardize these things, and then they use it to promote their petty trinkets. FBA is an online retail store. It is absolutely not. It is absolutely not a legitimate lineage. It is a hate group, in terms of its function and operation. They are a hate group online, but their legal, registration within the United States government is a online retail store. So they are designed as Flex's bank account, Marcus Vincent Thomas's bank account, to be able to benefit, Connie Cobb and the whole, Nashidiot family, their immediate family, when it comes to vacations. And it's really, really sad that you could have political movements be built, from scams and from grifters. I wouldn't even call it a political movement. It's more of a bowel movement, because 9 years into the game, after they grifted and derived themselves off of, Yvette Carnell's ADOS, which was a branch off from Piffer, they haven't really accomplished much, especially not when it comes to leading black people. All it took is social media, and a Burkinabe man and Ibrahim Traore has accomplished more than they will ever accomplish. And let's not forget Chiani and Assimi Goita, in Mali and Niger, respectively. So again, honestly, if you're listening to the fecal brain dissimulationist, if you believe in any of their propaganda, you are an idiot. You are not intelligent. You do not have functional brain cells, because politically, they are the dumbest bowel movement that I've ever seen in my life. Post-Trump, after they got their daddy elected, they're totally useless. Totally 100% useless. The only function that they have is galvanizing reactionary lost sheep in the black community to do their bidding. These lemmings, right, that are financing these idiots. That's really the only purpose that they have. Beyond that, they're just a bunch of noisemakers, and they're eventually going to end up in the dustbin of history. That's all I got for y'all on this one. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace.